Crumpets content here, y'all. AKA Jimmy J, AKA J Legend, AKA the best in the business. I'm here talking about the Eagles signings slash roster moves. Let's get it. All right, we look back into May. We got the Eagles sign linebacker Samir Moore Jr., quarterback Cal McCord, tackle Miles Henson, O lineman Andrew Powell Riley, APR to a 4-year deals. Then you had them signed wide receiver Darius Cooper, linebacker Dixon, Lance Dixon, DB Mason Hooks, DB Brandon Johnson, running back Latrell Johnson Jr., DB BJ Mays, wide receiver Taylor Morin, O-lineman Hollis Pierce, running back Sean Derek Powell. Then they signed the rest of the rookies, cornerback, get rookies from the draft, rest of the draft picks, cornerback Matt Williams to a 4-year deal. And here goes some of the undrafted people signed: wide receiver Gales Jackson, Wade running back Ty David Price. Then they signed center guard Drew Kendall to a 4-year deal. Then they signed defensive tackle Ty Robinson to a 4-year contract. Then they agreed to a multi-year deal with head coach Nick Sirianni. And that's most of the transactions since the draft for the month of May. Yeah, they basically got most of the people signed. Most of the people signed. I think they got 3 more people that haven't signed. That was a first round pick with Duke and one other player. But they basically only got 3 players left to sign. And that's it. But yeah, they only got 3 players left to sign. But you see the Eagles, they making moves, they making deals. They're making moves, they're making deals. So, but it's a lot going on with the Eagles. Like they starting to finally get all they rosters, all they draft picks signed. They're starting to get everybody signed. They're starting to get everybody signed all they rookie draft picks and they undrafted free agents. They gearing up for the season. In probably another month, it's going to be probably training camp. In another month, like the end of June, which usually like once July hit, that's usually training camp. Training camp usually in July, like mid July. So they got like another month and a half until training camp. But right now, everything's falling in line with the Eagles. They got to get these players in. You got, especially on the defensive side, with Fangio. Fangio, when he got that linebacker in the first round, Jai Campbell, he was happy. Anyway, even though they haven't signed Jai Campbell yet, but they gonna sign him. They gonna lock him up under contract and get him signed, get him in the building. They say he got an injury, but I think he'd be fine when training camp comes. I think they just resting him right now because he just had surgery. Yeah, like right before the draft. So I think he'd be right. I think he'd be ready to go when preseason hit. I think they're gonna do him just like how they did Cooper DeJean. It took Cooper DeJean like 5 games to get right. And it took him to get right. Yeah, it took him a little right to get right. But and the Kobe Dean's still gonna be probably out for like probably the first 5 or 6 weeks. Cause it takes a while for that Metelliton to heal up. He might not even be the same. Yeah, he might not even be the same. Cause I think this Kobe Dean's last gonna be his last year. But yeah, it's gonna be his last year. But I think John Campbell gonna be his replacement. And I think they're gonna move off of him. They got depth now at linebacker, inside linebacker. Cause everybody gonna like Campbell gonna play edge rush. He's not gonna be an edge rush. He's gonna be an inside linebacker like Zach Bourne. He's gonna rush the passer on occasion. But he's gonna be the inside. He's gonna be an inside linebacker. He's not gonna be an outside linebacker. He's not gonna be an outside linebacker. Yeah, gonna be a It's gonna be it's gonna be he's gonna be an inside. He's gonna be inside linebacker, but the Eagles they got a lot of moves. They still got the three rookies they got to sign. They get in the camp before they get to camp. They still got the Bryce Huff situation. They gotta make moves about the whole Bryce Huff. So you get down in the Bryce Huff situation. Yeah, he's still guaranteed money for this year. Like they cut him. If they cut him before June 1st is 28 million on the cap. 28 million, yeah, a little under 28 million in the cap. If they cut him post June 1st is 7 million. Then 2026 is 21 million and 800. It's almost 22 million in dead cap, and they save zero. Now they cut him.  'Cause, 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 'cause If they trade him, they might save 1 million in cap space. If they post June trade him, where they had dead cap 6 million dead cap this year. But I believe they going I believe they gonna wait till next year to cut him. They gonna do like they did with Bradbury, and that's what I would do. Just put him in the injury reserve, and then after that, cut him. And then they got because next 2026 they got they cutting before June 1st is almost 20. It is it's almost 22 million. It's 21,838 million. Yeah. And then they won't they lose 10 million in cash, but they cut them post June 1st. They only had like 6 million on the cap and 15. And that's basically out. But yeah, that's basically the whole Bryce Huff situation, where they won't really be able to get rid of him until next year, with 2026. They do a designated post June cut, but yeah, Eagles, they got a lot of things going on. They gonna finish signing all their players and get ready to for training camp. So they gearing up for another great season. So we had to see what's in full with the Eagles. This is a conference comp team. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace.